Title: Cheating wife brought her lover to our house and handed me a list of 20 bedroom rules. She said, "Watch and learn how a real man pleases a woman." My one simple response made her tear up the list. I added, "You have 15 start." She slid the paper across the table like it was some sort of contract. 20 bedroom rules written in her neat handwriting. Her lover smirked from the couch, legs stretched like he owned the place. She looked me dead in the eye and said, "Watch and learn how a real man pleases a woman." I didn't flinch, didn't blink. I just looked at the paper, then at her. And then I said the one line that cracked her facade. "You have 15 minutes to grab your things and get out." The smile vanished. The lover shifted uncomfortably. Her hand trembled on the list. We weren't always like this. When we first married, she laughed at everything I said. She used to hold my arm like it was a lifeline. I built a home with her in mind. Every late night, every overtime hour, every compromise. But somewhere along the line, she got bored of ordinary. Or maybe she listened too closely to her divorced friend, the one who whispered poison about real men, about freedom, about how husbands were dull until you shook them up. I didn't notice it at first, or maybe I didn't want to. The signs crept in quietly. A second phone that never left her purse. New lingerie bought with my credit card but never worn for me. Whispers in the bathroom. Long showers. The night I knew for sure, she came home late, perfume clinging to her like smoke, her smile rehearsed but not meant for me. I saw it in her eyes. She was already elsewhere. That night, I didn't sleep. I sat in the dark and let the betrayal burn through me until it turned cold. I didn't scream, I didn't confront, I observed. First, I collected evidence, screenshots of messages, bank records, call logs, enough to scorch the earth if I wanted. Second, I visited a lawyer, quietly. We shifted assets, froze joint accounts, and secured the house in my name. She never noticed the documents she signed. I told her it was about refinancing. Third, I waited, because timing is everything. You don't spring a trap until the prey steps right into it. And then, she brought him into our house, the ultimate insult. They came laughing through the door, drunk on arrogance. She told me she had something to teach me. I sat down at the table, calm as death, and let her play her scene. She handed me the list, 20 rules, detailed instructions on how I should touch her, speak to her, please her like a real man. Her lover chuckled. She grinned at him, then back at me. That's when I gave my answer. 15 minutes. Pack your things. Get out. Her smirk faltered. "What?" she whispered. I leaned in, my voice steady. "The bank accounts are closed. The car's in my name. This house is mine. All you have left are the clothes you can carry." Her friend's advice had told her she could play me. Instead, she'd walked straight into checkmate. She tore the list in half, then in quarters, her hands shaking. Tears filled her eyes, not because of love lost, but because control had slipped through her fingers. Her lover stood, trying to look defiant, but his face betrayed him. He hadn't signed up for this scene. He wanted thrills, not fallout. "Come on, babe," he muttered, "let's just go." But she froze, staring at me, realizing the scale of what she'd lost. She thought she'd humiliate me, break me, train me like a dog. Instead, she'd been stripped bare in her own game. She left in silence. The door shut, and the house felt lighter instantly. A week later, I filed for divorce with all the evidence neatly attached. Her attempt to contest was crushed under the weight of her own words and deeds. The court gave me everything I wanted. Her divorced friend, the one who pushed her into this chaos, stopped answering her calls. The lover disappeared too. When the smoke cleared, she was alone. Just another cautionary tale whispered among people who once envied her life. Sometimes, people expect revenge to be loud, screaming matches, broken plates, dramatic exits. But real revenge? It's quiet, calculated, surgical. I never raised my voice. I never begged. I never asked why. I just dismantled her illusions piece by piece, until there was nothing left for her to hold on to. The last thing she saw as she walked out was me sitting calmly at the table, the shredded list lying between us. She thought she could rewrite the rules of our marriage. Instead, I wrote the ending, and it was final. Do I regret it? Not for a second. I gave her 15 minutes. That was more mercy than she gave me when she invited another man into our home. She thought she could humiliate me into submission. Instead, I showed her what true control looks like. Her tears were my closure, her silence my victory. And when the door closed behind her, I finally felt free. Not broken, not bitter, free.